Hello everyone. So welcome to this webinar on OLYMP TRADE platform. My name is Kanak and I'm an analyst on the platform. I try to help you guys in trading. So today we are going to talk about the strategy Rodeo. And I'm sure some of you might have used it already, or in case not, then this webinar will be even more helpful for you all. But before we go into all these things, I would like to request all of you, please feel free to comment your name and the city you belong to so that we can get to see how many people are joined on this webinar and from various different locations. So please feel free to sign in, let me know your name, let me know your status. And by status, I mean your account status. And please, the main thing, the most important thing, please let me know and please confirm if you guys can hear me properly. Also, can you guys see my trading screen? Because these two things are really important for me to proceed further with this webinar. Well, looking at my live chat section in particular, I feel like today is Saturday or Sunday because everyone seems a bit lazy right now. Come on, guys, buckle up. Let's talk about things here. Let's be more energetic in terms of what we learn. Because today we are going to have some discussion about great things and great application of this strategy in particular. But for that, we need to be energized. So come on. Said Moin, my friend, has joined right now. He's commenting yes. So I'm presuming this yes is about the voice and the screen thing. Thank you so much for the confirmation. Really appreciate that. Other friends of mine who have joined right now, guys, please feel free to comment over here so we can proceed further and talk about trading. Well, considering some of you have joined already, so I think we can proceed further and I'm hoping that you all can see my trading screen properly. So guys, you can see this one. So for people who have joined lately on the platform, welcoming you all to trading and to OLYMP trade in particular. And for you all, what I will do is I just try to give a quick tour of the OLYMP trade platform's web version interface. So if we start from the left hand side, whatever trades you will be opening or are open at the moment, you will find it over here in the trade section. If I click it here, you will see all the trades under fixed time. This is loss, this is profit, this is loss, this is profit. So whatever profit loss you will have, you will find all that information over here. And if you will have any current trade open at the moment, you will find it over this section. Like if I go on Forex at the moment, my open trades, you can see it over here. And the trade which are in profit right now, you can see the trades and loss are available here as well. So everything is visible for you. If you want to get some risk-free trade, additional risk-free trade, you can go to this market section and there you will get the option to purchase it. For example, if you go to trading conditions, you will get the risk-free trades from here and whichever risk-free trade you will get, you can use it from this section. Okay. But that's not just it. If you go on the market, you have various signal strategies for your use and you can use all of them. Okay. And then if there is some event on the platform going on, which makes trading really interesting for especially our new traders, you can see all those event details over this section. You can simply click on this one and you'll find the details over here. Like this is happening right now. After that, the last but not the least, on the left-hand side is the help section. So if you want to have a conversation with customer support, any XYZ topic about the platform, you can simply click on this one, the support, ask a question, and you can join it from here to have a conversation with them. If you want to maybe have some information about, let's say, deposit or withdraw or trading in both fixed time or forex, you can get all that information through that help center. For example, let's see, because some of my friends are facing a bit of issue in terms of what is the exact procedure to make a deposit via USDT. So you can do this thing, USDT, and you will have all the articles related to USDT, like this one. How do I deposit funds to a USDT account? There's a video for that. You can refer to these things if you have any confusion or clarification you need. Afterwards, if we talk about the center screen, so whichever asset you have opened at the moment, you'll find the name over here. And in fixed time trading, the associated rate of return also. Afterwards, this is the thing where you will see the movement of the graph of the asset in particular through a graph. And here at the bottom left corner, you will see four icons that are extremely useful and will more frequently come under use. This is the signal icon. If you want to change the chart type, you can do it from here. If you want to plot any indicator or any strategy on your graph to execute a trade, you can do it from here. And in case if you want to monitor two or more assets at a particular moment, you can do this with multiple charts option. And of course, this is the time frame of the graph. For example, if I put this one as Japanese candlestick, This is my graphs time frame. So each and every single candle on this screen right now represents the movement of Asia Composite Index in 1 minute duration. Okay? And green means the movement has been upward, red means the movement has been downwards. Afterwards, if you go on the right hand side, if you have multi accounts like I have, you can find the list of the multi accounts over here. All the information will be visible for you over here. If you want to talk about, let's say, deposit, withdraw, transactions, transfer, every information will be visible in this payment section for you. And of course, this is the USDT, the deposit, the trade amount, the trade duration. Again, the risk-free trade if you want to use it, the pending order situation, up and down. So I'm presuming and hoping that this clarification will really help you guys to have a smooth transition and a start from OLYMP TRADE platform. Okay. Still, in case something is not clear, something you want me to talk about again, please, the comment is available for you. Feel free to type it out, and I'll make sure to address that point again. Okay. In the meantime, I see some of my friends have joined. Real to fake dude. That's a weird name, but welcoming you to the webinar. Hi. Side moving. What do you think about gold? Gold is a great thing, but can you please be a bit more particular about your question? Do you want to see how the gold is performing at the moment? Because right now, what is happening is it's quite turbulent. If you see this section movement, so it looks like we should avoid it at the moment. That's what I feel. But okay, we will not make any pre-controlled judgment. We'll wait for some time, we apply the strategy, and then we will see how any asset for that matter is performing right now. Okay. So let's talk about Rodeo in particular. So again, as I mentioned, if you want to implement or impose any strategy or indicator on the graph, what you have to do, you have to go to this compass signal or A signal. And when you click on this one, you will get the list of indicators, oscillators, drawing strategies, and of course, I typed ROD, so I got the option Rodeo. So you can do it this way, or you can simply go on the strategies option and you will be available for you, like the list. So these blue are the one which are available for our starter traders. The green ones are available for our advanced traders, and of course, the yellow one are available for our expert traders. And last on this list is the point, the strategy on which we'll be talking about today. This Rodeo strategy basically is composed of two oscillators, MACD and stochastic. And from here, you can simply enable this strategy and it will superimpose on your graph for you to trade. Any confusion till now, please feel free to ask me, or I'll try to elaborate that again for you guys. For now, what should we do? What should be the approach? We'll talk about that. Okay. So Rodeo in particular is a three-step process to find and do a trade. Let me try to elaborate a bit more on that by taking a trade, and then I'll come to the discussion. This might be a good point for us to see. Yeah. So guys, if you see right now, as I mentioned, stochastic is there, MACD is there. So step one is, if I write it over here, step one. So this is step number one. Check stochastic. If it is below 20 or above 80, we are good to go. So this is the first step. If you see here, we can, like, not we can take a trade, but okay, we can think about taking a trade over here because step one is there. It's happening. Okay. Afterwards, what is the step two? Sorry. So step two is the candle changes its color. You can see it over here. Let's forget about this one. Let's take this one for example. If you would have been here right now, if you see the candle was green till now, of course, excluding this one, but from here it changed the color, which simply means it changed its trend because color represents the trend. Green color, upward trend, red color, downward trend, right? So in this situation, it's showing a downward movement, which was step two. Step one was it should be above 80 or below 20. So it means these two things are happening, so we can execute a trade. Okay. So remember these two steps, and these two steps will definitely help you with Rodeo to make sure you have a profitable trade. Like right now, if you see the color has changed. So what I will do is at the moment, let me open a trade of 10. Oh no, it didn't. Thank God. So if you see in the initial 10 seconds of this candle, the color was green. It means it was making a trend of upward direction, but it changed all of a sudden. Okay, so for a trend to form, we should see at least two candles the same color, and then of course we can confirm, okay, there is a possibility for a trend. Otherwise, we shouldn't. But if you see this case, two candles were in red, so we could have opened a downward trade and we could have made a profit out of it also. But if you remember, I mentioned it's a three-step process. So what is the third step? So third step basically is not exactly a step, it's a confirmatory thing. You can confirm it further whether signal is strong or not. If the MACD histogram moves towards in case if this last step sounds a bit complicated, let me clarify. If we would have been here at this point in particular, guys, this point here. So in stochastic, it's above 80. So step number one done. The color is changing. Step number two is done. If you see the MACD histogram, the movement of it is towards the zero. It means in downward direction. So it is showing downward, and it is confirming it's downward. So we could have opened a trade in downward direction. But of course, it can vary from people to people. You can just consider these two steps. But of course, if you are like me, a trader who's not that, how do I put this? A trader like me who's a bit conservative in its trading routine. So for that, for people like them, I would be recommending that you should consider step three into the equation as well. That if the MACD histogram is coming towards zero or going away from zero, and if the direction is represented same, then of course you can go with the trade, or you can wait for some time for a further confirmation. So I'm presuming this description regarding Rodeo is clear to you guys. In case if it's not, you guys know, you can ask me, and we can. In the meantime, let me see if I can find some trades. Again, guys, see, it is crossing the 20 line, but if you see 20 means it's a point of reversal, right? Again, let me put something under bracket over here. Okay. So it means with the stochastic, this one, we try to find the reversal. So here I'm presuming the reversal will happen soon, but here it's showing downward direction. So it means anyway, the contradiction is happening in the very beginning. So I will not be taking a trade anytime soon on Asia index, Asia composite index. Here, if I go, because I'm presuming that soon it will show a reversal trend, but at the moment there is no green candle happening. But this candle is about to end, so let's wait and see how the next candle forms. If it happens in green, we can think of taking a trade. Otherwise, we will not. As of now, it's all red, so I don't think I can take a trade right now. I can't take a trade, but let's put it on start so I can check it out maybe a minute or two later. Let's go to Bitcoin. Again, if you see over here, if you would have been here like 4 minutes back, we had an amazing signal to start a trade on Bitcoin. Here on the stochastic, the line was close to 20, so it was a reversal trend over here. That's wonderful. If you see the candle was changing color, so again, step two is yes. And at the same time, the histogram of MACD is also showing an upward direction, flowing towards zero. So all the three yeses we were getting to open a trade, and of course we can see if you had to open a 2 minutes or 3 minutes trade, considering this time frame, we could have had a profitability. So I hope that this clarification about this strategy is clear to you guys. And if that is clear, let's have a task for you all also. Go and check out some asset where you feel we can open a trade and tell me about that asset in the comments so we can try and see whether that calculation or evaluation from your end is right or not. Okay, so please feel free to comment over here which asset you think I should take trade upon to get more profit. Here, so whenever you see this thing, this is a step one, then wait for the candle to change the color, because as soon as it shows the red color, there is a great opportunity for us to open a trade in the downward direction, because we are having one yes over here. We need to wait for the other yes over here. So this candle is about to end. Let's see how the next candle forms. If it shows in red color, we can take a trade. Otherwise, we'll be shifting to some other asset. Yes, absolutely. It's a real account. Please let me know what makes you think it's not. Uh, the starting 10 seconds and it's red in color. As you saw, this candle initially was red, but turns to green. So what I will do is I'll wait for it to see. I'll wait to see whether the red candle forms or not over this one. And as of now, I'm glad I didn't open a trade on this. That's why never be in a hurry while opening a trade, guys. Okay. Looks like we're not gonna have a red candle anytime soon on this one. So it's okay. We will go and see some other assets and try to trade on them. Again, if you see over here, we have the first yes, and if this candle turns to green, it means we have a confirmation about the reversal and we can open a trade. My friend here is commenting, I'm a beginner of OLYMP TRADE. Is it a must? I have a mentor or trainer. Well, it's not a must, but it's something which will definitely help you. So if you have the advanced expert status, feel free to connect with the customer support and they will connect you to your manager who will assist you or guide you in trading. So, because this can be a bit risky if you don't know where to stop, because that's the most important thing. Everyone talks about what to trade on, what not to trade on, but we talk about where you should put the line. Okay, I will not cross this one, because that is the most important thing. So make sure, if possible, please have someone who can mentor you or guide you or assist you in trading. And we do provide that thing to our advanced and expert traders. Well, at the moment, I'm not getting any clear cut signal, but it's okay. I think that's something which I would also recommend you guys. If you don't get a signal, change the strategy, but don't take any trade just for the sake of it. Okay. We need to make sure that whenever we open a trade, we are sure of opening this trade. Oh, we missed a signal over here. I did put a star, but I think I just went in the flow of my conversation, because of which I missed the signal. Otherwise, we would have opened an amazing trade on this one, guys. But that's okay. Let me remove the star from here and put a star on gold, because if I find a red candlestick over here, I can open a trade in downward direction. So I would be recommending that you guys use this star as well, because it is really helpful. At least it has been helpful for me, and that's something I recommend my traders as well, that they use this one so that they don't miss a signal in the near future. Let's see how BDIX performs. If I'll get a green candle, I can think of opening a trade over here. and there is a green candle. Again, guys, first yes I got from here, second yes I got from here, and if you see for the confirmation, third yes is here, so we can open a trade here. If it goes profitable, I'll continue with 10 USDT. If it in case does not go profitable, then I'll have double the amount. Uh, L'Oreal Motors Limited, I'm asking because people want money to mentor me. Is it legit for me to pay him? Well, I can't confirm anything about other people, but on our platform, none of the managers will ask you for money. So I can assure you one thing about our platform, and we don't charge anything for that because we know you are trading and we need to make sure you have right guidance. So nothing to worry about. My recommendation is go to the customer support. You know, as I mentioned, you can go over here and connect with the customer support. They will forward your request to your managers if you have the advanced and expert status. And of course, they can help you further from there onwards. Nothing to worry about. Let me go here. See, I got two red candles, but it changed. So sometimes this can happen. That's why, as I say, no strategy in this world is 100% accurate because there can be a lot of shufflings here and there. So we need to be careful about that. As of now, this trade is in loss, by the way. So I have to be more careful about my trades. Let me open this section as well. You see. So this is my current trade at the moment, which is in loss. In case if it continue to be in loss by the end of 30 seconds, I'll have to open a trade of 20 USDT. If the next candle continues to be in red, I can open a trade, but let's see. On commodity composite index. Guys, if you guys are clear about it, please let me know other assets on which you guys feel we can open a trade, okay? Because that's really important. Because as my motive over here is not to make profitable trade, but to make more and more trades to provide a better clarification about this in particular. And my friend Said Mohsin, he's commenting, please MACD power use this indicator. Can you please clarify a bit more because I'm not sure exactly what it means, so I can try to help you better. And while I talked about that, I had my first trade as a non-profitable trade. Let me go back to gold again to see if I can find a signal, and I cannot. Let me wait and see if I can find another signal over here to open a trade. Well, the candle is in red only. If it was green, I would have waited here to see, but not at the moment. So let's move forward. At the moment, no option over here, no opportunity over here. Guys, just be sure I have found no opportunity as of now to trade, so I'm not making any trade. And please make sure to you follow that thing as well because that is the utmost important thing in trading, that we do trade based on calculation, not based on emotions. Okay? Okay, so this is showing downward trend. This candle is red. I'll wait for the other candle formation after 1 minute. And if that is red also, I have a good opportunity to open a trade. Let's see how this one goes. And open a trade in downward direction. I'll be back to 10 again. I can make a trade. Again, guys, if you see, it's not nearby 20, not nearby 80. So again, if we don't even have the first year, so I will not make any trade over here. So don't waste any time in case if the step one is not there. The line should be near 20 or 80. And if that is not the case, there's no point looking further. Let's not make a trade over there at that particular moment. Okay. So it's showing the reversal, which means downward direction, which means red candle, but it's showing green at the moment. So I'm not sure we can open a trade right now or not. And we are not having a profitable trade at the moment, or are we? Let me check some currency assets right now to see if we can find something good. Again, since it's not nearby 20 or 80, so no trade on this one in particular. Here we can open a trade, but let's see if this red one continues or not. Because if it continues, we definitely can open a trade, which will be wonderful for us. Again, guys, some of you might open a trade here only considering the red candle is shown there. But of course, as I mentioned, it can vary from person to person. And me being a conservative trader, I would like to be a bit more sure before I open a trade. So I'll just wait for the next candle to form, and based on that, I will see. And unfortunately, this trade is going in loss. It was in profit. Oh God, no, man. And I think I can open a downward trade over here. Let's see how this one goes. And we found a profitability over here, guys. So you see, I had a loss of 10 USDT and I doubled the amount. So I recovered this loss and I have a profit of, which means a surcharge of 6 USDT over here. Let's see some other assets. We had a good trend over here, right? So I hope the clarification is there for you guys. We had the first yes and the second yes over here, and the histogram was confirming the same as well. So we could have opened a trade here. So I hope the clarification is clear for you all, because we can take trades as much as possible, but the clarification is the most foundation and the important thing in this entire webinar. And if we talk about CAD there's a point where we can expect a reversal. So if that happens, we definitely can open a trade, but we need to wait for that one. There's no chance of reversal as of now, or maybe there is. Let's put a star. See, there's a point of reversal, right? So if the candle turns green, it means I have a green signal to open a trade, right? So be clarified on that. Don't get confused on that. Uh, Unfortunately, this trade of mine is not in profit at the moment. Let's see what's wrong with this one. There's a possibility it might go in profit, but let's see how it goes. Again, guys, you can see, even if I make a profitable trade, it was quite on the line, which means it was a very risky trade to make. And that's why we always recommend our traders that they trade for a longer duration of 5 minutes or something. Because though I made a profit, it really doesn't matter. Because this was an extremely risky trade to make. But of course, as I said, our primary task over here in this webinar is to demonstrate by taking more and more trade. That's why I go for a duration of 2 minutes or 3 minutes. But when you are trading for your profit, please make sure you trade for a longer duration, because that way you can eliminate a good chance of situation like this to happen. Okay. And let me see the stars if I can find some good signal over here to start a trade. So this one is green. This one is green. If let's see if the other candles turn to green or not, and based on that we can proceed further on this one. And looks like this might be green too for me to open a trade. I've taken a trade on this. This is red. Oh, we could have opened a trade. See, if we would have here like 4 or 5 minutes back, there was a great chance for us to open a trade. Not an issue, but I hope the clarification is clear for you guys. If there is a red candle, we can think of opening a trade here. My friend ZA Millionaire Tips is asking, so every strategy, why not 100% result? The thing is that the strategies at the end are a mathematical calculation that predict the movement based on its past. And everything is not defined by past. Like right now, the movement was correct, but it didn't last long. But this one lasted long. So no category, no strategy can predict that. They can just tell you, okay, in the coming time, there's a great chance for this to happen. It's like if you toss a coin, you know it's a head or a tail, but you can't confirm, okay, it's a 100% guarantee it will be a head. There's a probability because every other option is also possible. And the same thing is there that it shows downward direction, but there's a possibility for it to go upward as well. But what is more probable? That we can talk about, right? So that also comes into the consideration in this point in particular. Harpreet Sandhu is saying, sir, Mahajanta index is going up from the last three candles. As I said, that's wonderful. That's so good. I think that just goes to prove that you have acquired the clarification that will help you in this one. And this trade of mine, this talk about, is not in profit again. That's the situation for this one. But it's a closed call again, guys. You see, and I can't tell you more how much I hate this situation when this is a borderline case. You are waiting till the very last second to see whether things will change or not. And I hate that. I can't tell you how much I hate it. So make sure, guys, you trade for longer trading duration so you don't have to suffer the things that I suffer right now. Even though I made a profit, I don't like that thing. Now, let's go on some other assets. Oh, we have a great chance over here. If the candle continues to be in green, we can open a trade. Let's see how this one goes. Okay, the candle is about to end. Let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see. Well, it's showing green. Let's wait for the first 15 seconds to see how which color it confirms. And at the moment, it's showing green. So let me open a trade in green. Here, again, we are sensing a point of reversal where we can take a up trade. Let's see if we can do something over here or not. Guys, again, my request and recommendation, please let me know the assets you think I can trade upon. I missed the Mahajender thing, but thanks for letting me know about it. Because that's what we need to make sure we have more and more chances of taking a trade so that we have much better clarification and demonstration about these points, okay? And as of now, I think we can take a trade if we see the green candle being maintained. Oh no, it's going in loss. If you are starting out today, what I would recommend is that the strategy, right strategy to use totally depends upon you. So my recommendation is go talk to customer support. They'll forward the request to your manager and they can talk to you personally and based on your trading style, they can assist you with the right strategy for you. Because these webinars are basically a second or third step for traders. The first step will always be the personal consultation. That's something which I would also be recommending you. So make sure that you talk about what is good for you, not what is good in general. Okay. So at the moment you see this is in loss and this I don't think will get recovered in the next 20 seconds. So I will have to double the amount again. Let's see if we can find something to recover this loss. Said Moin is saying, read my message. Click on strategies and go in the end of the strategies page. You will see MACD power. Okay, but what is the purpose behind this? Can you clarify a bit on that one? If that's okay with you? I'm not sure about this signal 100%. So let me do one thing. Let me open a trade of 10 only. I'll open a trade 20 on some other assets. So I have to recover this loss, guys, this 10 USD loss. So let's see if I can find a good and a strong signal on which I can believe more to open a trade. At the moment, I don't have a clear-cut signal. Let me go back to see some of my assets in the 80% and 90% slot. I have recovered two losses right now. Bitcoin, I have a good chance. In case if I find a red candle, there is a point of reversal I can trade upon. Let's see how this one goes. Gold, not a chance. Not a gold. If you see right now, it's not near 80 or 20. So again, it rules out. We shouldn't trade on this one. The same goes for BDIX as well. Not a big no. We can take a trade here. Let's see how the other candle forms. Right now, we have a yes from here. The candle has changed the color, but of course, this candle is about to end. So let's wait for the new candle formation. Based on that, we can see if we need to open a trade or not. But the one thing we need to concern is that there has been a lot of shuffling. It means the market for commodity composite index is quite turbulent. So there's a possibility we might get a red or green candle every now and then. As of now, it's green. Let me do one thing. I've taken a 20 trade to recover this one. I have to open another 20 trade. Let's see if I can find something good. There's a point of reversal. So as of now, I've opened two trades. This one might not go in profitable, looks like. Oh God. Oh, unfortunately, I had to suffer one more loss, guys. But it's okay. We make sure we trade wisely and smartly. So even if we have a loss, we can recover that without any issue whatsoever. Okay, this one is in loss right now. So now, guys, things are not going well. We need to rethink about the approach because my last three trades are in loss, direct losses, and looks like these two will not be having a profitability at the very end. Mr. Bruce is asking, show Forex trade, bro. Definitely, we have personal sessions for our traders about Forex trading because Forex trading takes a bit long, and considering the limitation of the duration of this webinar, it's not possible to do trades in Forex. So, nothing to worry about. At the moment, the situation is not nice. I have to rethink about my strategies because I have four consecutive trades that are not profitable. Here, I have the chance to take a trade. Again, guys, if you see the first yes is over here, second yes is over here, and this one is acting as a confirmation for us to open a trade, and I have opened it. Let's see. If we get a green candle, we can open a trade here. I should have opened a 40 USD trade here because I had a loss of 20. You can see that here. But I didn't open it because as I can see, my last four trades are not profitable. Now, last five trades are not profitable actually. So it means there's something wrong which is happening. So I'm trading on a smaller amount. And if of course my trade will go profitable, I'll increase the amount slowly to recover all that. So make sure if you think you are having a consecutive trades which are not going profitable like I had just now, don't get emotional about. You will have time where you have continuous profitable trade also, but you'll have time where you might not make profitable trade also. But what is required in that time is to be careful about how much amount you put in your trade. Okay, so make sure you are aware of that. That a millionaire tips. So you there many lost right now. Why different trade work few minutes? I'm really sorry I didn't get your question. Can you clarify a bit more on that if possible? If this trade also goes profitable, I don't think I want to increase the amount. Let me trade on 10 only. And then based on that, we will see how this one goes. ZA Millionaire Tips, he is asking, please sir, tell me how can I connect with our manager? So what you can do is you can go over here on the help section. After going over there, you can go to support and you can tell them that you want to have a conversation with your manager. And if you have the advanced or the expert status, they will make sure to assist you and provide you connection with your manager. Okay. Florian Motors Limited, he's asking what is the best time to trade because also on my side it isn't good. Well, it's not about the best time, it's also about the changing things. Sometimes things will not work, and in that case, you should repeat the same process again. Like right now, when I saw things were not working, I didn't double the amount to 40 USDT, right? I even shrinked it down to 10 USDT. That's the change is required. When you see, okay, the last five trades you analyze, and if you see majority of them are not profitable, make sure you reduce the amount so that you don't increase your losses further. Because many of my traders come to me and complain, you know what, my day was not good. I had a loss of 400 USDT. In the last 2.5 years, I never had a day where I had such a big loss. Not even, I think, two or three times I might have had a loss of 100 USDT or something. But that's the maximum I've had. Because when I see the trades are not going the way I'm hoping them to go, I trade for a minimum amount. And when you see, okay, trades are happening nicely, then of course you can increase it slightly if you want. But otherwise, please make sure don't do that thing. So that way you can limit your losses. I unfortunately had one more loss. And I'm glad I didn't open a trade of 40 USDT on this one. This is the way you make sure you don't have a bigger loss, right? So make sure we are also aware of all these things. So my friend here, that a millionaire, has recommended that I should change the time on. You want me to change the trade time to 1 minute? Well, we can do that. We can either decrease it or increase it. That's absolutely fine. But my recommendation is if the time frame is 1 minute, then you should go for at least twice or thrice. So the possibility here is to change it from 2 minutes to 3 minutes. We can do that one and try based on that. That's a great recommendation. First of all, thank you so much for that one. We can definitely try it. I'm finding this to be a good signal. Let me see how this one goes. Oh, there is no way I'll have a profitable trade on this one. But I can make a downward trade if the next candle is green as well. So there's a blessing in disguise for us. So if you think trade is not going your way, and if you see this opposite trade you can make, then you can do that. Let's wait for this candle to over, and if the red one continues, I can take a trade that way. And we can take a trade. There's a reversal happening over here. We can take a trade right now, or we can wait for the other candle to form, and then based on that, we can decide whether we want to take a down trade or not. And it looks like, let me open a small trade because it has already covered a good part of this distance. I'm not sure it will go down further. At the moment, if you see here, well, guys, this webinar is about to end, and I think we have taken enough trade for demonstration in terms of how it goes. Of course, many trades didn't go in our favor, which is a sad thing. But the great thing about that is we can learn from it to make sure we don't repeat the mistakes. And that's the great part about using strategies. Because when you take a calculated trade, and even if that does not go your way, you know what you can do to make sure the result changes the next time. So that's why my only recommendation for you all is please make sure that you're always using a strategy while making a trade. The other thing is that always be conscious of how the last 5 trades of yours have performed and decide the amount of a trade based on that. So that way, what will happen, even if that is not your day, you can still make sure to not have a big loss on your account. Okay, and that's something which I want for you all. Well, Robert, I can understand your pain, not an issue. That's something I would recommend is good advice for you also. That make sure be conscious of the last 5 trades. Like if you saw right now, I was using martingale in the beginning, but I didn't in the end. And I think it saved me a good amount of money. Just imagine if I would have doubled the amount continuously on these trades, how much I would have lost. So that's why use everything, but be conscious of, okay, how the last five decisions of mine in terms of trading have turned out. If they're doing great, that's wonderful. Keep going. If they are not, don't increase the amount. Okay. So my recommendation, that a millionaire is, first of all, it's a really good question. So my recommendation for you would be, make sure that whenever you're trading on an account, your trade amount doesn't exceed 10% of your account balance. So that even in case you have a loss, you have good amount of 90% saved to recover that amount. Okay. That's something which can really help you out. Uh, Johan Math, he's asking, what about 5 second trade? If you remember in the beginning of this webinar, I told that I really don't enjoy taking a short term trade because you can't predict much on them. The trend changes so frequently. If you saw right now, there were many trades that were profitable, then loss, then profitable, then loss, because the duration was really small, and we don't give enough time for the trade to form. That's why my recommendation is, don't take 5 second trades. Go for at least 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 10 minutes, or even more. That way, you can have less risk, and there's a possibility for having more profit because of that. You can set a daily target for you, basically. Like for example, your account balance is 90 USD at the moment you started trading. So you set a target. Okay, I want to earn 10 USD today. So when your target reaches 100 or 110, for example, you can stop trading at that moment. So that way you have achieved a daily target, and that's it. Don't go beyond that. If you have for today achieved a daily target of 10 USD, 15 or 20 or any X amount, after that stop trading for that particular day. That's how something you can start controlling your emotion, and that will really help you. First of all, to earn profit. Second of all, to make sure you don't lose the profit. Robert is saying, I think higher time frame has more stability. I trade on 15 minutes or more. Robert, I absolutely agree with you. I had to do a short-term trade here to demonstrate by taking more and more trade, but that's something exactly I would be recommending to all of you guys. Make sure trade for longer duration. It provides more stability. It reduces the risk for you guys. Well, with that note, what I'll do is I'll take you guys leave. Enjoy this day, whatever part is remaining for you all, whichever geographical location you guys belong to. And all the best for trading. And of course, if you have any doubt you want personal assistance on, you can contact your managers. They can help you out. Or you can simply do is you can drop me an email on. Okay. So we can connect further. And of course, we can have discussion about trading, what we can do, what we should do. And maybe we can have further discussion to see what can be a right thing for you. So with that note, guys, I'll take a leave. All the best for trading and enjoy your day. Thank you so much for your time.